Now, I made a skit about Herschel Walker in the previous episode, and I gotta tell you, now, it's one thing for him to be lying about his achievements and his accolades and his experience. It's another for him to be stealing, okay? Take a look at what I'm talking about.
I spent time at Quantico at the FBI training schools. Y'all know I was an agent. I probably shouldn't tell y'all that.
He wasn't jack squat to the FBI, but that is what I have a problem with. That belongs to me. That belongs to me. That's the face I make on this show multiple times. Look! That is my gimmick. That is my routine. Get your own, pal! Hello everyone, hope this show finds you well. Welcome to the Brendan Dilworth Show. This is a show of sense and smack, and where we welcome ideas and create new ones. Just make sure that you give credit for them. My information is available. It's not that hard. Let's rock and roll with some feel-good content, shall we? Drummers have had some crazy contraptions such as the Cage of Death and the roller coaster. But what are we gonna call this one? I doubt that I'd do this myself, but as long as the music's jamming and he's safe and his gear is safe, let's not jump to conclusions. You know, everyone talks about the fall. The hot cocoa, the hoodies, the sweatshirts. Some of y'all fast to get laid. You should be just as fast to get to the polling place. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to continue on the series where you get that sweet body for the fast voter fall. Without further ado, here is video number 2 of Election Olympic Training.
Funded by Marketing Darted, Dilworth proudly presents Election Olympic Training. This video will mentally and physically prepare you to beat those long lines and fill in those ovals. Today's topic is conditioning, but it's not the type you may think about. Are you ready, student? Today he's going to stand on this spot for as long as I say. No water, no food, just 2 feet on the ground. Half an hour later, he's still doing good, standing like a stiff penguin begging for fish. At this point, he's standing like he wants to slap a guy who keeps coughing next to him, but he hasn't felt anything yet as we fast forward to the 3-hour mark. In this moment, our student is striking the 60-year-old pose. The important thing is he's not sitting because real voters don't sit. So far, he's passing everything. It's time to turn up the heat. Let's fire it up! He's a churchgoer with a praise break and hasn't even broken a sweat yet. But maybe we should turn things all the way down. And he's still never laid his butt on the concrete. If you can pass those long hours in extreme conditions, then you successfully pass this portion of Election Olympic Training.
And now it's time for the segment when things go wrong and you just don't even know it. At which point we say,
Oh, snap! Music!
if you're the guy recording this video, you're going to make a great Darman film because you're about to regret it. At least when next summer rolls around, he'll have a brand new phone that he can get his feet wet with, and hopefully won't get it wet in the process. You know, our political climate has been mostly divided, with groups taking sides on what issues matter and what gets pushed aside, and sometimes people will literally take up arms to defend their values. Side effects that should surprise no one who's been conscious over the past 6 years. Now, we often laugh at, and people like me parody the absurdity of some well-known elected officials and even candidates. But what is not funny is the progress that stalls when people argue more than they come together to make sure every one of us is treated fairly and equally. I only hope and pray that one day we'll come to a point where we fight to understand as we do to disagree. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and click on the bell. Till we meet again, don't forget to love yourself and one another.